All right. So, look at this video I'm doing. You're not gonna like the next video I'm doing, right? You're not gonna like the next video I'm doing. I'll be up later. But I want to talk about this because I saw this get shared on Twitter. It's doing the rounds, and you know, I'm not saying it's true. Again, big salt shakers here, but I am curious, right? Because like the trailer is going to be, it's going to be pre-scripted, meaning it's obviously going to be pre-recorded. Okay, it's not going to be a live trailer showing gameplay in real time, generally, because it'll be at the Xbox event, you know, and you know Ed Boon will come out and say we're introducing this and this, blah, 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 you know. Anyway, let's go through this. So, gameplay trailer features Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Katana, Mileena, and Johnny Cage, as well as some select scenes from story mode. Teasers of fatalities for Kung Lao, Scorpion, Subby, Mileena, and Johnny, as well as glimpses at 3 arenas: Sindel's Garden, Hollywood Backlot, and Shaolin Monastery. All of that stuff you can cram in a couple of minutes. It's very, like, you know, there's so much stuff you can cram in trailers with quick cutting and everything like that. So it's not like you think, oh my god, this trailer's going to be forever. Nah. The cameo feature will be shown off and displayed. Cameo fighters featured in the segment will be Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Aaron Black, and Goro. Offensive and defensive meters return and will be shown off, but there is now a third meter specifically for super moves, which are now simply called lethals, and no longer tied to player health bars. There is also now significantly quicker dash mechanic that allows for faster than MK11 gameplay. Character customization will also be shown off between skins, intros, outros, and abilities for the revealed 8 characters. Segment ends with a special trailer for a new character reveal, Reptile. Alright. So I want to like sort of give my thoughts on that, because it's sort of, yeah, like, again, as you guys know, I'm very worried about the cameo system. My take on it, one of the last videos I did, was I think I've figured out what they'll do with it. So the cameo system will probably indeed be fully realized rendered characters that only pop in and out, or not. They could be standing in the background, right? Remember in old like Fatal Fury games, real about Fatal Fury and stuff, and your other team members will be in the background, and then like you activate it, and but in this instance they'll actually like maybe sort of step in and do something or jump in or whatever, right? Who knows what they'll do with that, but it's definitely an assist mode. I hope that my prediction will become true, that they will eventually all become playable characters and all become cameo characters, right? So if they create a full character, I would assume straight out of the gate there is also the cameo side made available, which is good. That should be moving forward outside of the game, as a full character creation that gets added to a combat pack. But as we've seen with the potential leak of the combat pack, the cameo of Cage, while there's a fully playable version of Cage, is going to, like, means that if you don't buy the combat pack, you miss out on that cameo. So I think that, like, they're going to have to make money somewhere. And they probably know that they can't get away with too much RNG stuff anymore, because it is, you know, people don't like it and they don't want it in fighting games, right? It's just rubbish. Particularly too with Street Fighter 6 on the horizon, just about to come out. Their story mode seems great, and it doesn't from so far from what people have said, it doesn't seem to be any sort of like massive amounts of grind either. But then again, you know, once it gets in the real world, that might change. Now, just going back to like the characters being shown, that's fine. I've got no problem with that. The stages sound very Mortal Kombat style, so that's fine. Hollywood Backlot, actually, you know, about time. Let's be honest. Like, I'm just trying to think. I don't think Cage has ever had a stage dedicated that makes it feel like it's a cage stage, right? Does that make sense? I'm just trying to quickly go through all the stages and all the background, like all the games. And no, I don't think they've ever made one. The cameo feature, yeah, we talked about that. Aaron Black and Goro, and then now this is the part I want to talk about: the offensive and defensive meters, right? Now, so what I would like, if they're going to keep this rubbish, okay, is at least make it so that the defensive meter can break a combo with 1 bar, no matter whether you're on the ground or in the air. Okay, like this is the dumb, you know, like this is the dumb crap that they had, even in as much as I love MK9, even in MK9, right? So in MK9, to break a combo, you had to use like 2 of the 3 bars for your essentially your super meter, which was crap. So they need to get away with, you know, so if they're gonna keep this stuff in there, bloody just, you know, just make it 1 for 1. If the wake up attack can use 1 bar, make it the defensive one as well. And the wake up attacks, I would like to see return. They probably won't. To being any move that's a special move, right? That's what was great. So you can instantly do like a teleport of Scorpion as a wake up move, right? Now, if this trailer is confirmed and we do see Scorpion gameplay and we see his harpoon finally stun them again, I will be also very happy. It means that I will be willing to go back to maining Scorpion as another main character. But no. And I know people have a lot of problems with Scorpion in MK11, but that's because of the way people use them. This is why I scrap in fighting games. I don't sit there and learn some big ass broken combo, you know, and just, you know, rinse and repeat the whole thing. I scrap when I play fighting games. I'll use every tool at my disposal, but I also don't sort of get online and go, oh, well, I'll use this broken character in this patch cycle and use this massive combo and then just, you know, get massive amounts of wins, making it seem like I'm a great fighter. I'd much rather learn on the fly, you know, and just scrap. Like, that's how I fight. That's how I fight in fighting games. So, now, the interesting part here, better dash mechanic, obviously that's welcome. The third meter specifically for super moves, which are now called lethals. So we've gone from X-rays to fatal blows, which was combined into the health bar, which, like, you know, I didn't like that mechanic at all. And now they're turning them into lethals, right? So I guess they've been trying to, like, come up with, for a while, I guess they've been trying to come up with their own sort of, like, very catchy name for, like, a super meat, like the super bar or the super moves that you can do. Lethals is fine. Having its own bar is fine. I got no problem with that. I think it's great. It means too that, you know, it's not tied in with the stupid health bar. It'll have its, and again, we're all sort of speculating here. Like, you know, I'm talking like it's truth, but I'm just saying, like, if it is truth, then I'm having my opinion on it. No longer tied to play health, as you see me quick and dashing it, right? And then obviously character customization. So I hope it's not the stupid degree that we got in MK11 and Injustice, because it's just stupid. Because then, like, it's just more RNG time wasting rubbish that forces players to grind cosmetic crap. And because every game does it now, doesn't mean to say that it's the best way to engage. The game itself should be fun to play, right? And that part and parcel, by playing these modes, you should get this stuff. You should never, if it starts to feel like it's a grind, you've already lost. The game's already lost, right? There are so many games out there, you know, and them expecting and thinking that, well, you know, we can, you know, as a fighting game of all games, you know, we expect them to, no, I'm not grinding my ass off, right? Sorry, it's not happening, right? So the takeaway from this salty link, let's call them that, the things that excite me the most is obviously we get to see the cameo feature for the first time. And that's going to be a big one, right? That's going to be really huge. And of course, the offensive defensive meters, seeing how they are, but the third meter as well. So, you know, like I said, if they change it so that, you know, defensive meter is just takes 1 bar each time for whatever defensive capability that you're using, great. I prefer that, and probably the fact that they are using that defensive mode, like that system, offensive and defensive bars, means that they're probably going to have the specific wake ups, you know, defensive, you know, like those specific wake ups for the offensive part. The third meter for lethals is perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy with that. It's not like it's not the first fighting game that's had multiple bars all over the screen, and they're very easy to track. That's not a problem. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this leak. Whether it holds any weight. It could very well be true. It could very well be true that somebody has looked at that. You know, again, because I said it will be pre-recorded. And then of course the last part being Reptile. It's like new character reveal Reptile. It's not new character. It's just an old character coming back. I mean, let's be real here. You know. Alright. So, you know, but the cameo system, every single MK fan in the community right now is probably hanging for this trailer, not just because we get to see how the new MK plays out, but we're actually going to be seeing a system, a brand new system in MK for the first time, and seeing whether or not it actually is going to end up being a problem, right? And if it ends up being the thing that all of us are really worried about, then our only hope moving forward is that they will make those cameo characters eventually playable. So that way, you know, people will not only stick around in the MK universe, but they've also got things to look forward to. So Boone comes out and says, by the way, I know everyone's stressing about the cameo system. Let me reassure you. By the end of the life cycle of MK1, every single character will be completely playable, right? And that'd be exciting, and that'd be awesome, because then it means that you don't feel restricted in your gameplay experience by going, well, yeah, like, my favorite character is just an assist. You know, I really want to use that as a main character. So, but if they eventually make them all playable, and that's why I think they've got in the first combat pack 5 cameo fighters, because not only does that inject additional gameplay options on the cameo side for the main side, it also, like I said, gives people hope and things to look forward to if indeed they all eventually become playable characters. And if Ed Boon doesn't say that straight out of the gate, we'll know first and foremost that maybe after Combat Pack 1 comes out and then we see number 2, whether or not they've taken cameo fighters and then converted them into main roster characters. So, but anyway, let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See you.